Hey everybody, welcome to another Let's Play with me, Rogue Beamer. And today we are looking at a game that I've been anticipating for a while now. It's Injustice: Gods Among Us. And now, for those who don't know who Lex Luthor is, yeah, he is part of this game, as is Superman, as is the Flash there, as is pretty much every DC character that you could possibly imagine. Well, that has fanfare, at least. So, I'm not really expecting a whole lot with this, certainly because it is for the iPad. Originally I thought that this was supposed to be a console game, and it is, but they just made an iPad adaptation. So we're going to check it out and see how it holds up. I mean, the graphics look very, very impressive. So, wow. Wow. And as you can see, my device is already crapping out on me. There's like an iOS warning in the corner. But, man, this looks great. So this is like the training area. I'm Green Arrow, just kind of like trying to beat up on Superman. Rich boy, you know, beating on, yeah. Here's another rich boy beating on authority. I don't know how authoritative that Superman is, but wow, look at the background. I mean, I don't know where we are. Maybe this is supposed to be like a Kryptonian ship or something. I don't know. But this is very impressive. And like being Lex, I mean, you feel like you have some power, but Superman's just taking it. Like, I don't even care, dude. Just hit me. And then he's like, alright, time to unload. Man. Alright, so as you can see, our characters are up in the left-hand corner, I think. And this is cool. This is like a specialty move. Alright, well, we'll get into that more. There's so much to cover. There's so much to cover here, right from the get-go. And it's just like, it's already hurting my hand. You know, like you have to make so many swiping gestures on this. And like double taps. Like, I swear to God, I'll have arthritis by the end of this Let's Play, you know, I mean, jeez. But anyway, I'm not that old, but it doesn't matter. You can get that at any age, you know. So, alright, so now I have a super move, and Lex is calling up a satellite. Wow. Whoa, man, that is unbelievable. That is just crazy. So, we learned, oh, cool, Nightwing. We learned, how to, you know, not beat Superman. No, I mean, seriously, it's just the tutorial. So we have Cyborg, Lex Luthor, Green Arrow, and you can tap on the cards and see more about these guys, which is very in-depth for an iPad game. So, you know, Batman and Wonder Woman were in that fight. I never saw them. Never saw him at all. That's a little disappointing. I would have liked to see some rotation there, but I mean, my guys had rotation. So these are the battle arenas. Looks like Doomsday is there, and Sinestro are the bosses. Green Lantern's the boss of this one. It's a little strange, but you know, if I had to complain about one thing, there's no backstory that I'm aware of. Like, I let it play through everything, and it just went to the startup screen like that. And so, like, you would like to see a little bit of backstory in this kind of game. The fact that they didn't give any just leaves me to wonder, you know? Like, is this supposed to be a pointless fighting game, or is this supposed to be, like, a story-driven console game? I mean, somebody help me out, you know? So, anyway, Green Arrow is, well, he's about to get his butt handed to him. It's a little difficult, to be honest, fighting with Green Arrow. I think his bow makes it harder. I don't know if I'm going to keep using him, and that was interesting. But, yeah, I mean, he just feels like he's getting whipped just non-stop. And see, I already have a power-up with some of these guys. Like, Lex already has a power. I'll use it in a second here. But Green Lantern, man, it really feels like he's, you know, one up on you. Alright, so let's see what Cyborg can do. What's his specialty move? Some Sonic Disruptor. Oh man, tap, 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 tap. Ah, that was awful. That was unbelievably bad. I had no idea that that was going to happen, and I just got thrown off guard. Oh. Alright, so we already got a power up with Arrow. And Green Lantern is going to go down. 1, 2, come on. Alright, this is it. This is it for him. Bam. Done. Now, who's this guy? My memory is just like dead on arrival. Now, I know he was in the matchup, but I cannot think of his name now offhand. So, that sucks. Alright, this battle is won. I'm sorry, but... Look at Arrow knocking out the Flash. Man. Alright, so Cyborg is going to get this drill that's going to go up this guy's butt and knock him out. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and he's just blown away too. He's like, oh my god! You know, and that's the sound he made after those events occurred. So everybody leveled up. Superman. And now we get to fight Harley Quinn, which is the first woman we've seen thus far. I think I'm going to put in Nightwing. Even though he's like a level down from everybody. I'd rather have the former Boy Wonder than Arrow. Because like I said, Arrow is just really hard to fight with. And I don't know what the issue is with all that. Alright, so this is a fair fight right off the bat. Like a guy in a huge suit of armor versus like a guy who just came out of the ring. So, oh, that's nice. Get your own weapon used against you. God. How is Harley fighting with guns? Like, she's just holding them in her hands and, you know, going to work. I mean, seriously, that is somebody who has been trained quite well. Alright, Sinestro looks a little like one of those guys from the Avengers, the way that they designed him there. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, the villains. So what's... Oh, ground sparks. Tap, 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 tap. Alright. Just a lot of specialty moves right off the bat. You know, I wonder why I haven't seen my like all-out specialty move yet. Because like these little subpar ones at the bottom that are tapping coming up, they're like red with an exclamation point at the bottom. You know what I'm talking about. The bottom left-hand corner. That's mine. Every time I touch that, like that's like a little mini special move. But the really special moves, the one where Lex called up the satellite and stuff that are like cinematic, like I haven't seen those since when? Since we did like our first fight. And that's... It's a little strange. Alright, so now we gotta deal with this jerk. Freaking Solomon Grundy. Bone on Monday. Died on... When did he die? I don't know. Today. That's when he died. For those who don't know, Solomon Grundy is actually, is that an English poem? I believe so, or an English proverb. I don't know. All I know is he says Solomon Grundy, bone on Monday, died Was there one that said like, educated on a Tuesday, went grocery shopping on a Wednesday, play games on a Friday, died on a Saturday, no, resurrected on a Sunday, I don't know. So, whoa, that is right up the butt, right there. Jeez, unbelievable. Now we got two drillers fighting each other. Honestly, I'm not a fan of how a cyborg operates. Like, I'm not really a fan of cyborg in general, to be honest, because I just, you know, not a fan. I don't see the appeal, to be honest. Like, I get the nanotechnology and all that, but I don't know. I think it's just because he's a newer character. Like, I haven't come to grasp him as well as I have some of the other Justice League characters. So, like, I'll say I probably like him more than I do, oh, I'm trying to think now. Yeah, so these battles have been pretty easy thus far. What I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep playing until we die, basically. And, or we get beat. So it'll just be like the reigning champs going on, you know, hardcore, insane let's play. And, when I get beat, I will gracefully step aside and let one of you step up to the plate and try to best me, because I'm telling you, so far I'm not encountering a whole lot of resistance in my matchups. Oh, cool, we got like a little Air Force hangar we're fighting in now. Nice. Change the venue. And as you see, I did pull Cyborg and I put in Catwoman. Just pretty much because she's a newer character, and a new character that we got, I mean, so. What's this? Cat claws. Whoa, okay. So now Nightwing is just like bleeding all over, and now we got a cat fight on our hands. Get rid of that. Lex is just gonna beat her down. God. That's awful. Oh, man, and this is gonna be over before you knew it. Now, Nightwing takes himself out, and that's the end of that. So everybody levels up. Catwoman like leveled up twice. I don't know what that's about. And yeah. So looks like we're gonna fight a new character in our next round. Sinestro's on deck. Or no, we already fought Sinestro, didn't we? Yeah. I'm not paying attention, just talking on my rump. Alright, so one of the most impressive characters that I've fought so far is probably Green Lantern. I mean, he doesn't stay in the game too long, but when he delivers his blows, they're like really effective, and it's amazing. So you've seen, like with Catwoman there a second ago, I was swiping like relatively very fast, and you know, like it's amazing that I can actually do this and play the game at once, because it takes so much of your mind just to operate the controls for this game, because like I'm literally using two hands pretty much at all time to do this. But you gotta swipe up like when they show the arrow, and the arrow only lasts for roughly like 1.2 seconds, I would say. And you just have to swipe up as many times as possible, and that's where it's really hurting from a physical standpoint to do that. And it's just like, oh my god, you know, like I might go undefeated and I might just stop because like my wrist breaks. here we are. Next round. Nightwing's just giving it to Arrow, beating him up with his little boomsticks. Boom goes the dynamite. Boom. Oh. You know, Sinestro's like hovering in the air too. I don't understand why he's hurt by electricity like that. But yeah. So Lex is just gonna get him out of the battle and not even worry about that. And already powered up with Nightwing. See, these power-ups, in my opinion, are just like coming way too quick. Like, you would think that the fights would drag out a little longer. But I don't think I've even had a fight longer than, say, like a minute 20 so far. Like, that's how fast they go. And in that time, you probably make roughly, I would say, 150 like actions on your iPad, and it's a lot. It really is a lot. You know, another thing that's really blowing my mind as far as this goes, being on the iPad, is that the textures are just incredible. I mean, look at that. Like, look at Superman's, you know, when they showed his chest. Like, you could see, like, every fiber and everything. And it was just like, I mean, it feels like you're playing a console game when you're looking at it. But to know that it's, like, actually on the iPad, and free for that matter, for the time being. If they change that, you never know. But #1 on the iTunes store, and there's no reason why it shouldn't be. At least none that I've seen so far. So Catwoman's gonna claw metal. That's gonna work out well, I'm sure. Oh wow, it did. I mean, you wouldn't think that, you know, oh well, now her cat claws have improved. But you wouldn't think that, you know, any claws could penetrate like titanium armor. I'm sure that's what Lex would use, only the best, right? But yeah, apparently they do. So, bravo. Bravo. Alright, so battle number 4. We have a few fights ahead of us, and I'm in pain. I have to tell you, I really am. I'm feeling it quite a bit right now on my wrist. It's probably made like 10,000 gestures since we started playing, but we are going to continue. I mean, you get in a battle like this, and you're like, no, gotta keep going, and sure enough, after you're done, you're like, why the hell did I do that? And that's kind of why I'm feeling like right now, to be honest. But we will continue until we get beat, I guarantee you. So, right now, that does look like a brain, and, you know, I don't think that I need to make any comment there. I'm sure you can come to that decision yourself, but for those who need me to make the reference, I would imagine that this is Brainiac's ship. So, there you have it. An educated guess, and I put that in quotations. So, when you get the power-ups, something I haven't really mentioned a whole lot, when you're shooting, like with Lex, when he gets this Lance Blast, that little bar that goes up and down, and you have to tap it to stop. Like, you don't have any control over that, you just have to tap it to stop in the center, and that's where you want it to be, is in the center, like right now. Right? No, see, I was off. But I still get the victory, but nevertheless, I'm going to continue explaining this. If you let that sit there, it'll just stay there. So, like, it could be going for 2 seconds, it could be going for 1 second, it could be going for 5 seconds. Like, it'll just stay there until until you tap it. So that's cool. And as you can see, this is where they get you with the zap. Your characters only have so much time that they are charged. So, like, Catwoman's going to be drained in roughly 3 minutes, Nightwing in about 10, and Lex in about 7.5. And after your character is quote-unquote drained, they need energy to fill them up. And energy, apparently, costs the price of a hamburger at McDonald's. So, yeah, that's why it's free. It's one of those pay-as-you-go apps. But if you're good, and if you earn your XP, and if you only have one fight, I suppose you could play indefinitely without pain. So, that's cool, at least. But otherwise, you're gonna have to wait, like, a while for your character to recharge. I don't know how long yet. I haven't been playing long enough, so. I mean, this is my first session with this game, as it is, I'm sure, yours, if you're watching this. And it is just blowing my mind how awesome it is. It really is. That only took 48 seconds. 48 seconds to dispose of that crew. Wow. Alright, so I think this is going to be my last fight for today, and then I will pick it up tomorrow with part 2. So let's, if I win. So let's dispose of Flash, and now we got Lex up. Catwoman's just going to kick him, high kick him back to his CEO office, and, sound effects all included. And, yeah. And now we have the tables turned. I don't think she's gonna beat me, though. Yeah, she's not gonna beat me. Alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Evil twin conundrum. I hate it when that happens. Alright. Done. Victory! And Nightwing leveled up. How awesome. Alright guys, well, that one took 48 seconds too. Not bad. So, next time we will be facing, you know what, I'll let it run until, we get out of this battle, okay? So, we only got 2 more left. It's like another minute and a half, right? Not a big deal. So, again, with the textures, like, look at the fibers in, Flash's suit. That's awesome. So, we are going to win this fight. You just gotta get in that mental mindset. And, one of the hardest things I think so far that I've discovered in this game is when you get the power-ups for not necessarily Catwoman and not necessarily Lex, but Nightwing. Because it's only Nightwing and I think Cyborg that we're not playing with Cyborg, but for reference, that you have to tap, and you have to repeatedly tap. And when you're playing round after round after round of this, that in itself is just so hard on your hand and your wrist and your arm. So Lex is almost dead. We have 1:30 left with him, so we're just going to recharge everybody. We had the energy from fighting. So everybody's set to fight for a while, but this is going to be our last fight for today. And if we win, we will continue the next battle. So, Solomon Grundy, you're standing in my way of the next round, dude. So I gotta take you down, put you back in your grave. Oh, here's the risk killer. Oh my god, that hurts. Oh, okay. Alright, Sinestro's up now, and we're just gonna, kick his butt back to the yellow ring loving world. I don't know much about Sinestro, obviously. And yeah, Now we have the evil twin conundrum. Oh, God. That is so hard. I'm telling you, like, I am going to appreciate the rest. Oh, my God, it hurts. Oh. Alright, one more time. One more time. Let's just knock it out. Just let Nightwing finish it. Alright. Nightwing took us home. Good deal. So, we got a new card that makes his Risk Killer even more efficient. And that'll do it for this round. I'll see you guys next time when we continue our fight in battle number 5, I believe. So, see you then.